A special report from National Pavement Expo. Home Builders Association survey positive and an alternative to the worker shortage. That and more on Construction News Tracker, brought to you by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. National Pavement Expo 15 at Nashville was a rousing success. 134 exhibitors displayed their wares in the spacious Music Center Hall, among them BOMAG. John Hood's with BOMAG, and they've got quite an exhibit here at NPE 15 this year. And John, you bring a lot to the show every year. It's a long-time effort for your company. What are you captivating and what are you looking at initially for this year?
This year we're at NPE, we're trying to illustrate to these small commercial contractors that there's advantages in milling. We've been doing this for the past couple of years, and each year we've brought out new machines to basically help them further their business forward. As well as some of our compaction equipment, we've brought out a package called the Economizer package, and what that does is that allows the contractor to see the level of density he's receiving while he's paving. Mm-hmm. He can also use the machine to proof roll the job before he paves it to see if he has any soft spots. Because the last thing anyone here, the contractor, you, me, any of us want is a callback. We don't want anyone calling us back because we've got a problem with our surface. So we try to address all the problems before he paves, while he paves, so that the finished product is equitable and acceptable.
Is this still a real growth industry as far as the small contractors concerned? Is that still coming back in vogue?
I believe it is. I'll tell you what, the housing collapse of 2008 was hard on all of us.
Oh boy,
it was devastating to the industry. I felt it personally. I'm still trying to recover from it. But I do see this growing, re-emerging. Contractors are, they have a never say die attitude. The last 3 years, we've continued to see growth. I don't know that we'll ever see the pre-2008 levels. I mean, for goodness sakes, they were selling 2,400 commercial pavers a year at that point. Now, we're back at the 500-600 level. But I think 1,000 to 1,200 paving machines a year, which is a real earmark in the industry. It's a real, basically a guideline as to how things are going. I think that's attainable and sustainable. And needless to say, BOMAG believes that because we continue to invest in the commercial contractor shows, and yeah, we do.
Now, you're transitioning from Illinois, South Carolina. How's that transition going?
Well, it's painful at best. Anytime you move an entire organization halfway across the country, it's difficult. We have a brand new $20 million facility in just north of Columbia, South Carolina, that's state-of-the-art, beautiful. We're struggling to get in because we've been fighting the weather and trying to get our parking lots paved and our driveways paved. We're very enthusiastic. We have a new company president this year. Our vice president of sales, Robert Meckler, was named president. Very young, enthusiastic, real face change for the organization. So how's the transition? Difficult, but we see light at the end of the tunnel, and it's full steam ahead.
Well, interestingly enough, NPE 2016 will be in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is actually at your backyard.
It is.
And what's your feeling about that for next year?
I'm as much as anybody else, I love Nashville. I love this place. It's, the honky tonks, the people, the friendly, but you can always get too much of a good thing.
Right.
And so the move to Charlotte doesn't bother me too much. Actually, logistically, it's nice for us because we'll be close. But I like the city of Charlotte. They've done a lot of work downtown, and the infrastructure investment they've made. There's a big draw. It's a nice change. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a really nice show.
John, always a pleasure speaking with you. Much success in the future. I hope you get your parking lots paved in South Carolina.
Sooner or later, yeah, we're the paving guys, and we can't pave our parking lots.
There we go.
That's funny. But I appreciate your time this morning. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Attendance increased a whopping 90% from previous years as workshops and seminars on topics ranging from how to profit in business to job costing and new techniques brought out the paving community. Topping off the 3-day NPE show was a drawing for a Case DV26 roller that went to John Pond of Forest City Paving. Congrats. Overall housing starts topped 1 million units last year for the first time since 2007. Single-family construction nationwide gained 7.2%, giving rise to optimism for 2015. A new report by the National Association of Home Builders claims that 66% of millennials seek roots in the suburbs, disputing reports over preferred urban housing, which boasts better transportation, but is a trade-off for smaller quarters. The NAHB survey claims the Gen Y folks born in the 80s and 90s are just like older Americans when it comes to settling down. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in a single-family home in the burbs. Shortages of construction workers in Japan has led Komatsu to deploy drones and driverless bulldozers to construction projects. Nearly fully automated early foundation work is the focus of the Komatsu plan, as the company itself will lease and operate unmanned drones, bulldozers, and excavators at work sites, many of them tied to the 2010 Tokyo Olympics. Taking a fresh look at the Big Bertha Tunnel project in Seattle, a 120-foot deep pit is being dug now to provide a massive crane room to reach down and pick up the 2,000-ton cutting head. Bertha has been stuck for over a year after its bearings failed. Once removed, it'll be repaired on the surface, then dropped back into the pit to resume the tunnel dig. All that has delayed completion of the Alaskan Way Viaduct until 2017. In closing, success always occurs in private and failure in full view. This is Construction News Tracker, looking over the industry that makes the world a better place. Brought to you by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. Find us on Facebook at /4constructionpros and at Twitter using hashtag Construction News, as the streaming web never ends.